Okay, today is Monday, July 27th. My last video showing that NASA webpage saying they do vapor tracers from sounding rockets, and I got a comment discussion. It turned out there's two people, but anyway, the things they're defending NASA completely. Number one is saying chemtrails do not exist, and the other going from that NASA web page stating that NASA is only doing trace amounts at 50 to 250 miles up. So I went through and tried to send them a whole bunch of stuff. It's a Dane Wigington conspiracy. Anybody else that believes it? No, there's no such thing as a chemtrail. Okay, let's go see this horse shit because I Googled up some other stuff, but let's go through. I have to do this because it's just fact. And I have to get into this thing about Big Pharma not starting a health crisis because that's, I don't know if it's more, they're both important because they're both killing us. Yeah, this health crisis, cancer, autism, diabetes, heart attacks, all that shit started way before Big Pharma. But let's do this first. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly. Okay, they like to show these little, whenever they show a cloud seeding aircraft, they always show little things like that. Hopefully I got pictures because there's pictures with the sprayers on the back. But anyway, and of course these people are trying to argue that cloud seeding and chemtrails and chemicals are different. It's all the same fucking thing. When they're cloud seeding, they are not out there spreading seeds. Okay, seeding means to make shit happen in the weather. Let's go. Aerospace debris satellite reentry, because I looked up how come we have so much aluminum up in the atmosphere. When satellites containing aluminum alloys re-enter, they vaporize, condense into microscopic aluminum oxide dust. And I'm going to get into that in a moment here because, as I've said, I believe that the data site, the AI data sites, what they call them damn things they're building, and Musk's Starlink satellites are being used for geoengineering, climate engineering, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this is supposed to be why we have so much aluminum crap in the sky, up in the atmosphere. Okay, let's go on. Okay, it turns into aluminum oxide, and the obvious is aluminum oxide. Yes, it's a dust is reflective and scatters the light. There you go. There's your chemtrail. I mean, not chemtrails, but solar remediation management and all them other terms they use. Fine particles suspended in the stratosphere. They do come down. They admit they come down, but they don't say they come down below, I forgot, the troposphere or some shit. If they're falling down, they're falling down, so knock that shit off. And I never thought about it before till I was discussing it with whoever that was. It's actually better for them to spray them up higher because they'll stay longer. But anyway, let's keep going on. I see some more goodies. Anything else here? Climate, thermal effects, yeah, alter local radioactive, everything. It reflects, it fucks up everything. But anyway, look at this article. It's from this year, and Dane Wigington's been talking about this for years. And now newly discovered nanoparticles are surprisingly abundant in the stratosphere. And they claim they just found this out last year. Holy cow, that was a loud piece of shit. 2023 field cap. They just discovered that. Okay. Here's where I want to get to the Starlink satellites because these satellites, when they come back down, all that aluminum vaporizes, becomes all these aluminum nanoparticles. So supposedly a minimum, let's say 350. We've known that. I've never seen them on the news. They got to talk. They got to at least talk about it. So you have Musk sending up like I've said before, it's not cost effective for him to be putting up satellites for as cheap as it is for Starlink. And even if other governments, because I remember there's a big deal, it was either Iran or, it's the Russia-Ukraine thing. There's a big deal. He wasn't going to let him use the satellites no more because the government didn't want to pay. But anyway, is that really cost effective to keep sending that many satellites and 365 come down every year? And I got it. Hang on a second. Matter of fact, another thing I'm going to address here, if they're launching all these satellites, and Musk has been doing that for a minute, they're building all these thousands of AI data centers just here in the United States, these data centers. It was still last year when we saw it all over the news, the government and companies bitching because we didn't have the computer chips or the magnets to build shit. And now all of a sudden that's just gone. So I believe that was propaganda to begin with, but let's roll on. Oh, these Starlink satellites. Of course, this is going to be a conspiracy theory. Like I said, I believe they're being used for climate engineering. Whether they're trying to save us and be able to shield or keeps fucking us up, either way it goes, it doesn't matter. How easy would it be to be shooting them things up? There's no satellites. They're just full of payloads of aluminum, barium, and the other crap they want to put in there. And they come back down, they disintegrate and spread that shit in the atmosphere. And don't say that's not cost effective. Look at all the money Musk has. He's getting help from the government. And now we got Trump and every president asking for trillions and trillions of more dollars. Of course, that's circumstantial evidence, but that circumstantial evidence has gotten us where we are from the government to this day, so let's keep going. Oh, there's a good thing in here about Vietnam. Re-entry. Oh, did I just do this? Oh, a typical spacecraft, a satellite, they say, is 250 kilograms, roughly 30% aluminum, which produces 30 kilograms of nanoscale, which is, I got a math thing coming up here in a second, like 66 pounds, and that's a little bit one like that. That's if they're not loading them with anything. This is the size of Starlink satellites, up to 2,700 pounds. Oh, there it is. 30 kilograms is 66.139 pounds of aluminum nanoparticles. This is, there. You can find a whole bunch of little shit like that, and people can say, well, you're reading into it. This is from 2013, and this was the 19th conference on planned and inadvertent weather modification. But that doesn't mean nothing. It's a conspiracy theory. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be addressing the chemtrails. Chemtrails don't exist. Here's operations the government's done that they admit to. And of course, there's grants and companies. And know what a private contractor is? A private contractor is a government creating an agency, because we know this, Halliburton, all these others. It's a government creating an agency, so they have plausible deniability and no oversight. So that's been proven throughout the history of the U.S., so let's move on. Cloud seeding is an open, blah, blah, blah. And there's nothing to admit to because they're not doing, it's nothing secret. So they admit to over 50, it's legally conducted 50 countries, thousands of atmospheric scientists and meteorologists. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, facts about cloud seeding. Oh, public practice, they're transparent. What a fucking horseshit. Global scale, the World Meteorological Organization tracks active programs worldwide. There's regulation. Yeah, I bet there is. Sorry about that. Public report, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's just the same thing. So I also showed this. Like Dane Wigington said when he first brought this up, China will never, and neither will any country, but China will never, ever admit to creating snow again after doing this. What was it? 450 million in damage. Let's roll on. These are just experiments in general that the government's done on us. But of course, the government loves us now. They would never experiment on the American people or the human population in general. Of course not. Hepatitis to children in New York, blah, blah, blah. But of course, they would never do this again. Oh, and this one, I noticed that Vietnam was missing, spreading Agent Orange. So let me get to that here in just a second. Because I never knew how they spread it. Oh, that syphilis thing might be the same one, but let's move on. I want that Vietnam thing. This is how contrails form. Because let's see, creation, hot, humid engine exhaust meets extremely cold upper atmosphere. Water vapor instantly freezes into tiny invisible crystals. Persistence in low humidity, the trails dissipate quickly. This is the key thing here. In low humidity, the trails dissipate quickly. In high humidity, they linger and spread into wide grids. This is what they're saying, so let's see. I Googled how much humidity is at 30,000 feet. None. Oh, the thing popped up when I said the G word. There's little bit at 30,000 feet, extremely cold, which is, of course, we all know, extreme dryness. Okay, how about at 20,000 feet? No, absolute humidity is very low. So how are these spreading out and becoming cloud formations? And of course, that's just common sense. Clouds or our humidity, evaporation, blah, blah, blah. So I had to do the next common sense thing. Do many flights in the U.S. cruise at under 10,000 feet? Nope. Vast majority do not cruise under 10,000. Most commercial, 30 to 40. And there's even less. I didn't do 40,000 foot. There's even less humidity at 40,000. So where are all these contrails coming from for these bypass engines? Fuck. Let me see if I got anything else here. Oh, Agent Orange. Agent Orange is spread primarily by U.S. Air Force aircraft. They used a twin-engine UC-123 provider planes, and they put in tanks in them, 1,000-gallon tanks and high-capacity pump systems, because it's a chemical. They were spraying chemicals from the airplanes. Over 11 million gallons of Agent Orange, part of the roughly 19 million total, were dispersed. I think that might be it for this part, so let me pause here. Oh, there's the picture of the Fairchild C-123 provider, and we have much, much larger ones, of course. Short-range military transport. Oh, more on the government would harm us. How about glyphosate? Oh, the other shit that's in fertilizers. Oh, what's the big one in the news now? Biosolids that now they use for different things. That's funny, this thing with the Taco Bell lettuce. Supposedly it came from the Mexico field. The only way you could get that cyclosporium, whatever you call it, is from human feces or human feces contaminated water. There's an episode I saw, Little House on the Prairie, where Charles Ingalls took a dump in the field. Come on, everybody's been shitting and pissing in the fields forever. I mean, that shit, pun intended, it happens, and it just happens every now. I mean, is our Trump trashing the FDA, the USDA, the EPA, and everything? Oh, of course he is, and including trashing all the environmental things. I don't remember the EPA and others, so they could do the data centers, so they could spray shit whenever the fuck they feel like it, and build whatever company anywhere they want to on land, sea, and soil. And okay, let's move on. I want to address this big pharma stuff because this is really, really cool and important too, for the shit that we eat. But let me pause here. Oh, hang on. I forgot I had these shots. Getty Images, cloud seeding planes. These are supposed to be legitimate cloud seeding planes. Just go through these real quick. Boy, if that's a legit one. It's from Getty, isn't it? Fuck, I don't know. I want to show these. This is a conceptual, but we see that all the time, right? There's the sprayer thingamajiggies, and that's not the cargo plane like they used. Look at them big tanks going in there. Of course, none of these say U.S. Malaysia, India, Kazakhstan. There's some here. I might have passed it from the UE, Malaysia, Singapore. Oh, wildfires. So we're going to skip that for now. Let's pause and move on. Okay, now I want to get in this, well, it's not so-called health stuff. It really is health stuff, and how Big Pharma did not start it. I'm going to go through some screenshots. I had to narrow it down. And at the end of this, I'm going to show the videos. I don't just say I watch videos and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I do. But anyway, I'll show the videos that I like the most. And these are actually researchers and doing talks or lectures or whatever you call them, instead of listening to these more up-to-date doctors. Like, I'm not going to mention them. But the first thing I want to address is oxalates. The oxalates, if you don't ever heard of them, they're in all our fruits and veggies. Every plant you fucking eat has oxalates. They are sharp crystals. They go in your body. If you detox from them or drink too many with smoothies and shit, they'll come out your body and hurt. They're painful. But they damage our entire bodies, clear down into our mitochondria. That's fact. But if you go talk to a doctor and say, hey, I want to start eating more spinach or more, another high one that people eat all the time, baked potato. Are these oxalates going to bother me? They'll say, well, it depends on if you're subject to, what do they call it? Kidney stones? What's the stone that you piss? Maybe it's kidney stones too, but the ones you piss. If you might be susceptible to stones, which it's a fucking lie, but I got to go through some of this stuff. Oxalates highly also used in industrial and household cleaners, because they break molecular bonds. Rust removal, wood bleaching, oxalates in food. While they're good for cleaning, they're also good for your body. when you ingest them, they're anti-mineral, anti-nutrient, excuse me. Calcium and others. There's a couple others, kidney stones, blockages, inflammation. Don't fall for that. Boiling is going to get rid of them. It might reduce them, but they damage your mitochondria. That's all you need to know. This is a research paper. What did I want there? Oh, yeah. Induces mitochondrial dysfunction. And that other shit. I had to have other people explain it to me. Anyway, they fuck up our mitochondria. They cause all sorts of shit. Pain, irritation, distress, interfere with calcium, magnesium, iron, copper. Impede effective, where we go, it can be effective in many chronic conditions, digestive, autoimmune, or is neurological, mitochondria. Pause here, I believe. Oh, there's the breakdown. Should have just went to this one. I'll go through. You can pause if you want. Okay, I tried to pick out the charts that show the least amount of information so I wouldn't have to try to explain shit. But you got to watch these videos. It's incredible. It goes back into the early 1900s. I'm telling you people right now, we're not meant to be eating plants. It's devastating our bodies. The same with carbohydrates, any form of fucking sugar intake. It's insane, the RDA for sugar, for extra. I mean, anyway, processed foods, we all know. I love how everybody, let's blame fast food, especially let's pick on McDonald's. You go to Denny's, Buffalo Wild Wings, any fucking restaurant, they're especially cooking the vegetable oils. I mean, that shit's holy. Let me just go through this shit. You can make of it what you want. This is going back doing studies. This one was back the early 1800s. This shows this is why I was addressing Big Pharma didn't start it. Because this is how shit started with vegetable oils, vegetables included, and the carbohydrate. When you eat carbohydrates, they turn into nothing but glucose in your body. When you eat sugar and carbohydrate, all that shit is just fucking nothing but sugar. You're supposed to be eating fat, saturated fat. Matter of fact, I'll show you a picture of what I eat if I got the picture. I remember at the end of this. I eat ground hamburger 3 times a day, 2 eggs a meal, 2 pieces of bacon with breakfast, 1 with lunch, none at dinner because bacon's too damn expensive. But that's what I eat unless I and my sister go out. Fuck all that other. They've been poisoning us with that other shit forever. Oops. Oh, god dang it. I love these charts because they show how heart disease started. And it didn't start with Big Pharma or even smoking. All this shit started with especially the vegetable oils and the carbohydrate craze. Alzheimer's, everything. Diabetes, heart attack, stroke, all that shit. Alzheimer's. Oh, got some glare there. It's just fucking nuts. Cancer deaths. I'm going to go through these. Like I said, I'm going to show the videos that I watched because I try to find the ones that are most informative and appear to have really done the research and according to what I could Google. Obesity, total fat, vegetable oils. Sugar, vegetable oil consumption versus obesity. Oh, hopefully I didn't get some of these twice. Here's how it goes with here's how vegetable oils come out too. Because of the omega-6s, the linoleic acid. It causes all that damage in our fucking bodies. All of it. And I don't even fucking do I wouldn't even, olive oil and, god dang it, coconut. Yeah, coconut oil are the safest. I mean, I should say a lot safer, but let me pause here. And this is what those omega-6s, we do have to have some, but people are plant crazed, carbohydrates, nuts and seeds, you're killing yourself. This is what they do. This is fact, not fiction. Then they create cytotic, genotoxic, all that mutagenic, carcinogenic, anthogenic, thrombogenic, diabetogenic, obesogenic, everything. Chronic Western, that's our Western way of life. It has been since, especially around 1900. Hey, remember, Crisco started it. Let's pause here. Okay, our bodies break down carbohydrates, sugar, glucose, fructose, all that is fucking just sugar. It's just sugar. What does your body do with saturated fats, fatty acids to produce energy, build membranes, and manufacture essential hormones? But of course, it's going to follow up. Consuming excessive amounts of liver circulate more. That's another thing. Go start Googling. Watch. It's been proven. Starting the last 5, 8, whatever they've been getting more. The facts are coming out. The fucking outright lies of this bad high LDL cholesterol, low sodium. You got man. I'm going to tell you right now. If you want to go look at the facts, high blood pressure is caused by low sodium. We are. Oh man, it was because I started look at this crap up before I came out here with my sister. So I've been out here 2 years, April also, and I wanted to go carnivore back then, but being homeless and even when I had that motel for 4 months, I couldn't afford the meat and all that shit. And anyway, so I was able to finally do that out here. But it just fucking nuts. The diseases and everything just rampant. It's from the you got like in the green plants, you got the oxalates, you got the lectins. Watch the videos on the plant compounds, the way they have to defend themselves. Why do you think we got to take these vegetables and nuts and beans or whatever ones they are, and you got to cook them so much because if you eat the damn thing by itself, you're gonna die. There's a freaking reason for that. Maybe not die, but get sick, burn your. I mean, it's just freaking nuts. Let me pause here. But yeah, this high LDL and low sodium, talk about lie. That's big pharma. That's big pharma. Here's a chart another guy was showing when the dietary guidelines came in, obesity shot up, diabetes shot up, and I like what if it's all been a big fat lie? Pause here. Here's another one of the bigger catalysts back then when Eisenhower had his heart attack in 1955 and died. His lead cardiologist quickly blamed dietary fat cholesterol, even though they didn't know jack shit. Then this guy, the Baden Pot for Ansel Keys, was involved in a lot of that shit. Used Eisenhower's illness to champion getting rid of saturated fat, cholesterol, and all that good shit. That's actually good for you. Shifting the blame, they had arguments. What was causing the health crisis? Refined carbs, and argued that refined carbohydrates and sugar were the actual culprits, and they are. Yep, and they are. That's the best way to describe it right there. Refined excuse me, I go for any carbohydrate. Our bodies do not need carbohydrates. It was swept under the rug when the sugar industry was manipulated. The anti-fat doctrine came about because of Eisenhower. In reality, Eisenhower was a heavy 4-pack-a-day smoker before he quit in 1949, had a heart attack 5 years later. Of course, his heart attack had nothing to do with the smoking. I heard it. Yep, it's true. In the 1960s, the sugar industry paid Harvard scientists to publish research that minimized the dangers of sugar and shifted the blame on heart disease onto fat. Fuck. This was a study that dude Ansel Keys hid, and it wasn't found till after his death. Despite successfully lowering cholesterol, replacing it did not reduce the risk of all-cause mortality. There's a bunch of these, over 9,500 institutionalized patients, so they could actually watch what they ate. That replacing saturated fat with linoleic acid-rich vegetable oils lowers cholesterol and prevents heart attack, and it doesn't. Know what these are? These are pictures of vegetable oil refineries. Just like it. Remember, several of these were used as lubricants for machinery before they decided to fucking trick people into cooking their food with them. If you go watch and listen to the truth from those guys' videos, soybean oil is the worst, and that's used most common in restaurants and shit because it's the cheaper one for when they fry your foods. And that's the worst, especially because of what it does to our, god dang it, our hormones. And they're feeding that shit to babies. Oh, and for those that don't know, I've always looked for things on when you look for sugar on your labels, look for maltodextrin, any of those, dextrose. There's another one with a D because maltodextrin and dextrose and those other ones that go along with it actually spike your blood sugar worse than corn syrup, modified starch, and all that shit. And look it up yourself; it's fact. And this is the invention of our timeline for processed food introduction. Sugar, cottonseed oil, roller meal. Oh, wheat flour. Oh, man, people think that all these fucking whole grain nuts and all, or whole grain oats and all. Wheat, matter of fact, one of the videos I'm going to link, it shows you how deadly wheat actually is to the entire body. Don't eat that crap. We're not supposed to eat that crap going out of the ground. Just stop it. Procter & Gamble. This is when first dude come out with a book talking about how this stuff is what's killing us. I don't know if I got one of these screenshots. Timeline for cancer deaths. So Big Pharma didn't have nothing to do at the start of that either. Timeline for heart disease. This is 2009 and it's gotten worse, but this is processed food percent of U.S. diet. That's 2009 and it's what, doubled, tripled, quadrupled since then? Okay, now I'm going to show the title of these videos I watch, so in case I forget to link them. Fat carbs. Why is my name at the bottom of that? Oh, there we go. Dr. Chris Knob, diseases. Okay, let me get the whole title in there in case I forget to link them. Diseases, civilizations. Pause here. I really like this one. Nope, here we go. The origins of the paleo, how do you say that? Paleo low-carb diet full length. It goes into the history. I like especially at the end because he hits the Egyptian, how when they studied the mummies, and it showed how bad, because they were primarily wheat grain eaters, and how it just destroyed them. And matter of fact, it's really cool because they show the history, the big belly budge that people have, and how humans aren't supposed to have that. Then really cool, informative ones like this, The Dangers of Low Salt. This guy, don't get the wrong, let me pause here. This guy, Dr. whatever, wrote a pretty good book on that. It discusses that in a lot of videos, but let's pause here. Stuff like this, vegetable oils, the unknown story. Well, it's known now. Let me pause here. I'm about to end this, so everybody just calm down. Oh, man, the thing I should have said at the beginning of this before I probably lost some people, or if anybody going to watch this, is we eat primarily ruminant animals. That's an animal that has 4 compartments in its stomach. The cow, the sheep, the deer, the goat, the elk, all these animals eat. They have 4 compartments in their stomach, and there's a reason for that, because they need to break down all those fruits and vegetables and grassy shit they're eating, because our bodies were not meant to do that. Our bodies are incapable of doing that. I know people are going to say, I've been eating fruit and veggies all my life. I ate whatever throughout my life because my parents were all deceived into thinking that's okay. But look where we are for all the diseases and shit now. I mean, of course, since Big Pharma came along, they've added on theirs and added on. When they do give a drug, you got to take another drug for the side effects of that drug. They didn't start this shit. The sugar industry did. The vegetable oil industry did. This carbohydrate craze did. We are not supposed to eat none of that shit. And I'm going to end this here. I'll try to remember to do links. I really will.